Hi guys, this is math lesson 11-2 on page 463. We're going to learn how to make line plots. So at the top it says, Donovan measures to the nearest foot the distances that he and 14 classmates can jump. He records the data. Then you'll see a line that has 3s, 4s, 5s, and 6s. Those are all the distances his classmates jumped. How can Donovan display that data? First, he can make a tally chart. Okay, so this is the same thing that's in your book. So the distances were 3, 4, 5, and 6s. So if you count how many 3s, there were 2. If you count how many 4s, there were 7. If you count how many 5s, there were 5. And 6s, there was 1. Okay, so for each person, you put a line. With tally marks, when you have 5, you do 4 vertical lines, and then the 5th one is a slant. It makes kind of like a bundle because it's easier to count by 5s. When you see this, you know it's 5. Then Donovan can display the information on a line plot. So we're going to take this information here, the tally marks, and we're going to add it to our line plot. So just like in your book, the line plot goes from 2 to 8. So there were 2 kids who had a distance of 3, so we put 2 X's. 7 had 4, so we put 7 X's by 4. 5 kids had 5, so I put 5 X's by 5, and 1 child had 6, so we have 1 X above the 6. Okay? On page 464, we're going to use this line plot to answer numbers 1 through 4. So number 1 says, Donovan measures the jump of another classmate. This student jumps 5 feet. Describe how Donovan should show this jump on the line plot. So if we had another child that he measured and they did 5 feet, Donovan would add another X above the 5. So for number 1, you're going to write, he should add another X above the 5. Okay? Number 2, another student jumps 2 feet less than the longest jump. Where should Donovan place an X to show this jump on the line plot? Well, the longest jump was 6 feet. So if this person jumps 2 feet less, we're going to count back 2, and that would be 4. So Donovan should place the X above the number 4. Number 3 is problem solving. Donovan's jump distance is 1 foot greater than the most common jump distance. What is his jump distance? So the most common jump distance is 4 because we have 7 kids that have jumped 4. Okay, so that's the most common. If Donovan's jump distance is a foot greater than that, then he jumped 5. Number 4, explain how you would make a line plot showing the distances your classmates can jump. So we would do the same thing that Donovan just did. Okay, so we would start by doing a tally chart, and then we would follow up with doing a line plot. So for number 4, just write, first, I would make a tally chart. To show how many students jumped each distance. Then I would put that information on a line plot. Okay? On page Page 465 at the top, it's the same example, so we're going to skip over that part and go down to the practice problem. A farmer records the heights of 14 plants to the nearest inch. And then they give you the list of measurements there. So there's 3s, 4s, 5s, and 6s. Complete the tally chart and the line plot. So we have 3s, 4s, 5s, and 6s for the height. So we're going to add the tallies. Okay? So if you look at the line of numbers, 5, 3, 4, 6, 6, 6, 4, 5, 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 3, we're going to count up how many 3s. There's 2. So we're going to put 2 tallies. If you count up how many 4s, there's 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 3 5s and there are 3 6s. Okay, so go ahead and fill in your tallies in your chart. Then for number 2, we're going to add that we're going to put this information onto a line plot. So this line plot we're going to do from 1 to 8. So go ahead and fill in your numbers. And then at the bottom there's a line. I want you to write height in inches. So now we're going to look and say, okay, well, there's no 1s, there's no 2s, but there's 2 3s. So put 2 X's. There are 6 4s. So put 6 X's above the 4. And there's 3 5s and 3 6s. No 7s, no 8s. Okay. Page 466 is the homework page, so I would like for you to do that on your own so I can check to see that you understand this concept. Thanks, guys.